He was a Jamaican dancehall celebrity who had established himself as a dancer and choreographer. He was no doubt the best of the best in the history of dancehall. I speak of the one and only Bogle. In this video, I take you on a visit to the grave of Bogle in the parish of St. Catherine. I am Nigel D. Salmon. Welcome to Jamaican Chapter. Gerald Levy, better known as Bogle and Mr Wacky, came into significant public attention in the 1990s as an artistic, creative and entertaining dancer with a people-friendly, engaging and charismatic personality. With an outgoing lifestyle, he attended many parties, dancehall events and shows where he could, showing off his dancing skills until the entertainment world could not overlook him anymore. In the 1990s, he created the popular Bogle dance, a dance which was further popularized by a song by the artist Buju Banton. Bogle went on to create many more popular dance moves throughout his lifetime, including Willie Bounce, Urkel Dance, Wacky Dip, Sesame Street, Roadie Boat, Out and Bad, Stucky, and more. Bogle did not limit himself only to dancing. He expanded his interest in acting and song recording. In the year 1998, he landed a role in the crime thriller movie called Belly. In this movie, he played the character Pelpa, a local gangster who arranged a revengeful hit squad against a man responsible for the murder of his friend Sosa. Though he had no formal training for acting, Bogle's performance in this movie is very convincing. Bogle tried his hands at the profession of recording artist. With the group Voicemail, he entered a studio and recorded the song Weddy Time in the year 2005. He also recorded his solo single titled All Dem Day. Gerald Levy was born on Saturday, August 22, 1964, starting his early life in the community of Trenchtown, Kingston, Jamaica. After school, he found his passion in entertainment and through his hard work and persistence became the internationally renowned dancer we know today. He founded the Black Roses Crew, a group of entertainers, and was closely connected to the reputed gangster Willie Haggart, whom he invited to join the crew. The Black Roses Crew, though organized for entertainment purposes, was destined for doom as many of its members were tragically murdered, including Willie Haggart and Bogle himself. Bogle, father of 5, was gunned down at the age of 40 in 2005. I am at Dovecot Memorial Park here and we're gonna now visit the grave of Bogle, Mr. Wacky. Alright, so how did Mr. Wacky end up here? Well, as you know, he died. But unfortunately, he was murdered. And it was an evening. We'll look at the date of his death, but I'm just going to make it quick as to how he died. So it was an evening and they were coming from an event. The car that he was in, it stopped at a gas station, and Mr. Wacky was in that car. As according to the story on Wikipedia, two guys rode up on a bicycle, opened fire at the car while it was at the gas station. Mr. Wacky was hit and he was pronounced dead at hospital. His killers, in terms of the law, his killers were never caught. Because, you know, there are times when the killer is caught, but it's not within the law. So I don't know if those guys had met their Waterloo outside of the law. I don't know. But in terms of the law, the killers were not caught. All right, guys. So as I'm going along, I just want to stop at the grave of this young man called Garique A. Williams. He was born on August 22, 2003, and died August 26, 2021. He died when he was 18 years old. Garique A. Williams. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because he was a very active young man. He was a footballer. And he died in a truck accident. The truck turned over and he died. And if you look closely at this picture they have here, you can see in the background a photograph of him kicking a ball. And up here you see him again in that vest, not sure what he was doing. A very handsome young man. A very handsome young man who died tragically. Garique. That's how I pronounce it. Garique A. Williams. Let's not elongate any further. Let me take you now to the grave of the beloved dancer and choreographer Bogle. And this is his grave at Dovecot Memorial Park. There's a nice picture of him here. So he was very stylish. Look at this picture. Look at the way he took this picture. So he took the picture with his back to the camera, and then he would just turn his face around enough for you to see that it is him. And look at the shoes. And there's a character from Sesame Street at the back of his shirt. Yeah, that was Mr. Wacky. Bogle. And he has other monikers. But I think the two most famous monikers are Bogle and Mr. Wacky. That's him. You know. And this is his tombstone. And I'm glad that they add a picture to it, because he was not a banal person. Whenever time you see him at an event, he would always be looking good. And they did a great job here. Someone placed a nice artificial flower there over the grave. All right, so what does it say? It says In loving memory of a dear father and son, Gerald E. Levy, Bogle, Mr. Wacky, born August 22, 1964, died January 20, 2005. And I have to tell you, 2005 was a big year for him. That was the year that he did this song with voicemail, you know. And I think that maybe that was even the year that he did his single. So 2005 was a big year for him. And then sadly, it was also the last year for him. And below the picture, they wrote, loving and kind in all his ways, upright and just to the end of his days. Man, I'm telling you, the way that Mr. Wacky was, you thought he would never have enemies. But sometimes when you think that you're loved by everyone, there's always a little devil somewhere. And this is a grave of Mr. Wacky. He was a member of the Black Roses crew. Many of you would hear about that. A group of men. I'm not sure what the Black Roses crew did, but they were involved in entertainment and, activities, that you would have a group to do. And beside Mr. Wacky is the leader of the Black Roses crew, William Augustus, better known as Willie Haggart. So this is the grave of Willie Haggart. He was murdered in 2001, as it says here. In loving memory of William Augustus Moore, sunrise, the 14th of the 3, 1961, sunset, 18th of the 4, 2001. So he died some 4 years before Mr. Wacky. He was known as a kingpin, said to be a very dangerous guy, well connected, and I don't want to say anything that I shouldn't say, but some people say he was an influential criminal. Who knows? People say what they want to say. So he was the leader of the Black Roses crew, which Bogle was a part of. And his funeral was really big. So he's right here. So Mr. Wacky come and join him here in Dovecot Memorial Park here in St. Catherine. Two famous persons, one famous for dancing, one famous for other activities. And that is the story on the grave of Bogle. There's so much more that could be told about him, but that's how I can tell it here on Jamaican Chapter. Thanks for watching. And remember to like, subscribe. Please, guys, subscribe. This is a very educational channel. Okay, this is not a channel about pranks and foolishness. I'm providing you information that are hard to get. You can also use the comment section to tell me about a Jamaican celebrity or famous person who you would like to know where they were buried and so on. And I will do the story. So again, thanks for watching.